Hi everyone, this is my new soap I made today. It's called Mermaid's Trove. I've actually, aside before I decided to make this soap, I have had like this little temporary obsession with mermaids, and I've been doing a lot of reading about the history, the sightings, the lore, folklore about mermaids. I always did like mermaids, and I made this, I got the idea to make this mermaid soap. So this is called Mermaid's Trove. I had some extra that I poured into some circle molds, and these turned out a little bit darker in color. Hold on, I'll get one that I cut to show you. It turned out a little bit darker in color because I oven processed the small ones. And this one I insulated. It did gel, but it's a little bit lighter, and maybe this one got more of the clay. I'm not sure. But anyways, let me tell you about what's in it. I have first of all, I brewed some seaweed tea, which just absolutely smelled wonderful and sea-like. Oh, it just smelled so much like I was at sea. I brewed that, let it cool. I used that in my water. So it has seaweed tea. I also used sea clay, which is like a great detoxing clay. Also the sea salts and the Himalayan salts on top that you see are also great for like detox, if you want detox properties. And so I did that. There is some green mica as well in there. There's micas. I did this swirl in the pot method. I don't know if you're familiar with that, where you take your, you separate it, do your colors, and then pour them back in the pot, and then just pour them in the mold. So I did that, and I got this very elegant looking swirl. Let me get the other half of this one and show you. I'll show you what I have over here. This is the other half of that soap. Oh, I got a thing falling off. Okay, so you can look at that. This was just like what was left over, like the very smallest one. This is the first one I cut, and I cut it like this, right? And this doesn't work when you have salt on the top. So, so when I cut this bar, haha! I cut it like that, and it cuts fine. So that's how I'm gonna have to cut the loaf. And there was a lot more salt on top, so I had to just let the extra that didn't embed fall off. And I still have tons of salt. Look, I even took the salt off the big loaf already. I tipped it over and let all of the excess just fall right off, and I'll have a salt bath with that later. Let's see, for scent, I've got a mix of fragrance and essential oils in this, and it has a very sea-like scent. It really just, it's a little bit masculine, I think, but it's really nice. I like it. And the sea clay, I washed my face with the other half of, or let's see, oh, here's a corner that I cut, so you can maybe see a little bit more of the swirling. Remember, these are darker than it looks like the loaf turned out because of the forced gel and the natural gel. There's a difference in that. Same soap. And I had this purple mica where I just threw in just a little bit, so that it's not a deep purple, but in I don't know if you can see on my paper here, there a little bit of it is showing. Let's see if I can get in there. I don't see it, but maybe when it's cut or when you use it and it lathers, maybe you'll be able to see that, you know, random purple shine shimmer from the mica. So this was so much fun to make. Oh yeah, let me tell you also, because the sea clay, this is like one of like the more potent clays when you talk about absorbing oils. So not every skin type is going to want to use clay, and that's why I didn't make the whole thing have clay. I wanted to swirl it in because less clay means it's, you know, it's not going to overstrip your skin with from the oils that it needs. But I put in some Takuma butter. I think that's how you pronounce it. I hope I'm not wrong. I mean, some of this stuff is just so exotic sounding, and I hope I don't pronounce it wrong. But it's a butter. I believe it came from Africa somewhere, like a lot of the great butters do. And it's just really moisturizing. I actually purchased the Takuma butter because it's said to be so good for the hair. But I put it in this soap, and this is not a shampoo, but it's just it's a body soap, and I tested it on my face, and it's great for the face. So it could be a facial soap too. But I really wanted to have that like from the sea feeling. It was really an expression of my recent mini obsession with mermaids. So there you go. This is it. Mermaids Trove. Should be in my shop in about a month, I think. And just an update too from the last soap video, the Corona Lime soap. It's still not hard enough to cut, although I did cut off a little bit sliver, and this soap was not gelled at all. I've deliberately avoided the gel because I wanted the colors to be lighter and more brighter. I mean, so sometimes I avoid gel, and sometimes I gel, and sometimes I force gel, and I do that for the different qualities. So this one is just going to take longer. The Mermaid's Trove will probably be ready sooner than the Corona Lime, Margarita Lime, I mean. So just that, that's the update for that. So, oh, I guess I didn't pour the salts off that one. No, I didn't. Okay, but you can see I just did, and how much salts are left. And I just love these ones that, like, especially this one, it was like just a little bit extra, not enough to make a full soap. It looks like a geode. You know, like those stones that they have that the center is crystal. I just love how it turned out. And this is just the scrap too. Of course I love the scrap. I just love it all. I love soap. Oh, I have a problem. I need a 12-step program. Okay. So here it is. That's my soap. I hope you love it. I love it.